Happy November. It's National Family Literacy Month, which means it's a great time to connect with your loved ones through the art of story. And it's also a good time to reflect on what you love most about reading.
What I love most about reading is books can take you on adventures depending on the book you're reading.
What I love most about reading is that it paints a picture in your mind.
What I love most about reading is being able to put myself in another character's shoes.
My favorite thing about books is learning new information.
What I like most about reading is being able to relate to the characters and see how surprisingly similar they can be to you.
What I like about reading is because when you read a book, it feels like you're in the book. So it's like you're in the book, so you're having fun.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Reading is such a great way to have fun, learn empathy, learn about other cultures, and get a greater sense of humanity. All things I try to do in my work as an audio producer. Hi, my name is Diana Opong, and I'm a storyteller. I've been drawn to reading and telling stories for as long as I can remember. Just between us, in elementary school, my parents were constantly told that I talked too much in class. So it's probably a good thing that I found a job that allows me to talk for a living. When I learned that November was National Family Literacy Month, I was curious if there were any fun resources that I could tap into with my own family. So I reached out to Reka Couvert. Reka is the Youth and Family Services Manager for the King County Library System in Washington. The library's vision is to help create a world where knowledge allows diverse communities to prosper and grow. The first thing I wanted to know was how to best celebrate National Family Literacy Month.
I think this month is a great month to think about reading in terms of community. I think sometimes people think about reading in terms of something solitary, which it is, but it's also something that you can build a community around. And the library, of course, is a great way to do that. If you go to kcls.org, there's author talks, there's book lists, there's book groups. There's all kinds of ways that you can plug into being a reader and a part of a community.
What types of books do you think we can be reading with our kids to make it a community activity? Is anything off limits?
I think the main thing is to plug into whatever people's interests are. Audiobooks are great. I've heard people say, does that really count? Yes, it really does count. And so any kind of format, any kind of interest, just dive in and, do what you love.
And what about families who are looking to explore other cultures or to find cultures that represent themselves?
One thing that we have at KCLS is online story times. And we have multilingual offerings, so you can log in through Zoom. We have story times in English, Spanish, Vietnamese, and Tigrinya. And so that's something that you can do with your family. We also have multilingual offerings in terms of our collection. KCLS is a good place to start. Just log on to our website and look for our offerings in multiple languages.
Reading can feel really rigid, and what I'm hearing you say, Reka, is that we want it to be fun, we want it to be more open, it doesn't need to be so tight. But how much should kids be reading every day?
So I think it just depends on what motivates people. Through KCLS, we do have an app called Beanstack that offers specific reading challenges by theme. So you can log on to that, download it to your phone. It also has a thing where it sort of times your minutes. So if you wanted to set a reading goal, like I want to read 20 minutes every day, you can do that through Beanstack. However, with kids, some kids are not motivated by that. And so if your child or if you are someone that does not respond to that, that's okay. Just make reading a habit. So, reading before bed as a family, making it part of your daily life and kind of identifying spaces in your day that you're reading, that's also just as productive of a goal to have.
Oh, that's so great. So, Reka, November is just 1 month. So how do families take these habits into the months ahead?
Reading is everywhere. Reading is foundational to everything that we do. For example, when you're watching a movie or watching TV, turn those captions on, especially if you have kids that are, interested in reading or having trouble reading. Seeing those words on the bottom of the screen can help them. That's one fun way to kind of identify where reading shows up in your life and how it helps you in everything that you do.
That's a great tip. I love the idea of captions. I always have them on. I never thought of that as a way to help my kids read. And I guess I'm reading every day when I'm chilling out and watching Netflix.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Reka, for sharing all those great resources. That was amazing. Special thanks to the young Washington readers that shared what they loved most about reading. Thank you to Maddie in Renton, Denzel in Maple Valley, Eva and Drake in Issaquah, Finn in Seattle, and Dania in North Bend. Happy reading, everyone.